Moving on to Dorado. Again with the Dallas Fools and the New York XD. This time New York is going to be over there on your red, and Dallas is going to be over there on your blue. Dorado. Payload map. Simple objective from get the payload from the beginning of the map all the way to the end. The end of the map has 2 points in between. Once the attacking team moves the payload to a 1 point, they get a full point added to their list, and they get some more time to continue pushing. And first coming out on defense, we're going to have New York. Or defense, we're going to have Dallas. Excuse me. Again, they switch colors on me, and I was used to looking at colors. But on defense, for Dallas Fools, we're going to have Dargan on Tracer, engage on Doomfist. There's going to be your damage. You're going to have, looks like, triple tank, double shields. I don't know who they're shielding. Thank you. So we have Fancy Raptor, who was healing before, right now playing Orisa. Unless that's a joke. Okay, it was a joke. Good. San and Fancy going to be your healers on Mercy and Lucio, respectively. Oh Boy and Keck going to be your tanks, both with kind of a mobility. Again, high ground, very good on the first few points of Dorado. So Oh Boy going to be on the Hamster. Did well on the last map on Eichenwald. Keck going to be on Diva. Attacking team's going to go a little bit of a dive as well. You're going to have Rockhopper on your Winston, Blue Jay on Diva. Gyro's going to be shooting in the back from Widow, and Abdon's going to be moving forward with Genji to be at the high ground. Yasha are going to be healing on Lucio, maybe staying with their tanks or Adbon up in the top. And Espeon going to be on your main healer with Mercy. Oh boy, a little high. Adbon able to find Engage. Engage almost getting res, but Adbon said, nope, San, you are going to go down. Then he keeps at least somebody on point, because right now Dallas is down 2 players, so it is 6 on 4. And right now, the Hamster is trying to run away as best he can. Oh boy, almost getting caught out. Adbon purple and almost going down. Right now they're keeping high ground. Adbon again diving in, almost getting the Ana. Gyro taking the high ground, able to transition into getting through shots through the window. Dropping down behind the point instead. Adbon doing very aggressive Genji here with the pocket from his Mercy. Able to take down San. Engage to get a fist Yasha in the face. Dargon finding Gyro. Shiny does get Yasha back up. That is both healers back up for New York. Right, and Adbon does have his blade ready to go if need be. Rockhopper trying to run away really, really low. Get the shield up and heal just barely. Diva Bomb comes out. Able to get Shiny Espeon around the corner. Yasha going to be your main healer. Kaioken coming out from Adbon. Keck able to finish off Rockhopper, however, and Fancy Raptor taking down Adbon before his blade finds purchase. Oh boy, trying to move forward along with the Diva, trying to get somebody out of position. New York continuing. We might do something like that, Car. I've been asked to do something like that before, and I think it'd be fun. Jackbox, for instance. New York, sticking with the comp, they're going to have Diva Bomb themselves. Basically, we're going to see Angry Monkey as well as Yasha. Diva Bomb, defensive bomb coming out, finding, or that's an offensive Diva Bomb, not finding purchase on anything but Diva's mech. Rockhopper does get down the main healer for defending Dallas. Fancy Raptor caught out of position as he was trying to dive down. That is both healers down for Dallas. Yasha able to finish it off. And there's going to be a clean push for New York. Dargan getting caught out of position on Tracer. That was a desperate switch by Dargan to get to that Tracer, hoping to stall a bit. And again, New York pushing forward as best he can. Dargan rightfully switching back to McCree instead of Tracer. Again, Tracer was switched specifically to try and get stalling power. But right now we have Keck kind of way back. Not even with a Diva ult. That's going to mean that Dallas is constantly at as a disadvantage until Keck moves forward. Keck is being caught out of position. Oh boy, trying to come forward and give him some damage. That is a fantastic ult by Oh boy in the corner, catching Adbon. That is Lucio's ult coming out for New York, trying to push forward. Blue Jay finish off Dargan. Gyro finding fantastic kills on Sans, Keck, and in and out of her mech, and Fancy Raptor. New York going to be able to push forward very well on this one, but we do have Engage still up here on the Widow. In the church, Rockhopper is aware. Engage does move back. Remember, Widow does have more time on her hook, on her grappling hook, so Rockhopper was able to quickly jump over and deal with him. Gyro taking this high ground again. Adbon has the blade, seeing the coming up, is stuck in the middle, is stunned by McCree. Dargan able to take down Adbon before Blade finds any purchase. Rockhopper finishing off Sans, but they were able to push forward on the point. Oh boy tried to get on there with Reinhardt, unable to do so. Kex Diva ult able to find purchase with someone. Rockhopper finishing off Fancy again. Anna a little not very mobile for defensive Dallas, with both dive tanks, Blue Jay and Rockhopper, being able to just find her out of position. She can't move. She has no movement ability. She literally moves slower when you're in sniper mode. I like to see Fancy Raptor perhaps use the nano boost, get some value out of that, and maybe switching to something a little more mobile defensive so she can survive. Keck getting charged on by Adbon, who had switched from the Genji onto a Doomfist. Rockhopper again taking up Fancy Raptor before he can use his ult, but San has switched to a main healer on Mercy. Has that. High noon coming up from Dargan, finding no purchase, but Abdon was able to finish off Engage, who was up on the top. Keck moving forward and killing Adbon. And the boy, oh boy, does charge Gyro. That is a ult that finds San. San goes down on Dallas' side. Main healer again down. Finally gets an oh boy ult. A Difa ult goes out from Keck, finding Yasha. That is going to be a almost depletion of all ults except for Valkyrie on Dallas to try and stop New York from this push. And fantastic stall from Dallas getting Rockhopper before he was able to get out. So good job on defense there. Again, I'd like to see Fancy maybe switch to something else because she was getting killed and caught out by both tanks. But Rockhopper gets off the Winston and goes to a Reinhardt to slowly push forward, trying to stop the shots from both hit scans up here on Dallas' side, McCree and Soldier. Moving as a team, looks like Hero's trying to move up to the side, being pocketed by Espeon. Gyro moving up by himself. Both close to ult. Yosha's going to have his ult now. We still only have a Valk coming out. We have a Valk and Visor on defensive Dallas. There goes Yasha with the ult for Lucio. Engage puts out the Visor, dropping down, trying to find purchase. Blue Jay doing a fantastic job at eating up most of that ult before he's finished off. Oh boy, fat shatter. 5 people go down on New York. Gyro comes back up and says, no, I have an ult of myself. There was no follow-up for that fat shatter by oh boy. That was an opportunity found, and unfortunately, nobody else from Dallas was there to follow up. Rockhopper does do a shatter of his own, finding Keck, and Adbon is put to sleep. Adbon is asleep by Anna. And right now, it is just oh boy on Dallas trying to counter. Adbon does get out his blade to try and finish him off. That was a fat shatter. And unfortunately, it was everybody except Diva that was on the floor. And it was only Dallas's Reinhardt that had any view around them on the corner. Again, he had shattered from this point forward. Most of the New York team was down behind this pillar. So even though that was a great ult and great opportunity, there was no one from Dallas on this side to capitalize. So the New York team was able to come back up. Gyro stood up as finally Dallas was moving forward to capitalize on everyone being down and said, I have a Reaper ult. Sit down, please. And Kara, Jackbox actually has several different games. So there's like, there's a drawing one, there's a fill in the blank, there's a random quiz questions, and it's, so you all play on your phone, I buy the game, and we all play, we all kind of join my room that has a special code, and we all get to play together. It's a fun game. What's really fun right now is Overwatch. Overwatch, we're going to see some fun switches over here on Dallas, but right now we're going to focus on the defense for New York. New York is going to go with, for right now, they're going to go triple tank. Orisa Hog for the hook after the halt. Blue Jay going to be on Diva, trying to keep control of the verticality of the roofs on the buildings. I like that. Gyro is going to be shooting from the back, but hopefully behind lines. But right now they are doing single heal, so they need to keep Espeon alive because they're going to keep both DPS, both snipers, Yasha on Hanzo and Gyro on Widow, and they're going to have the triple tanks. On attack right now, it looks like Bastion shenanigans with no shield tank. Okay, no, they're switching. So it is oh boy back on the hamster. Keck going to stay on the Diva. Dargan coming up on the Widow duels. Right now, Dargan is a disadvantage because the New York's Widow is behind a shield most of the time. We got Oh Boy, who's going to be trying to do a hard flank. A good positioning behind the shield up there on top with New York. Need to put that other shield down or it's not, the cooldown's not up. We got Espeon in the corner who might be cut out by Engage. Notices that and flies away. Well done. Engage, find his Espeon. That is New York's only healer. If Dallas realizes that, they will get a hook, cuts in, brings in Keck. Not able to finish him off. Oh Boy coming and saying, I have something to sit you on with you with. And Blue Jay does take out Keck out of mech. Fancy Raptor goes down for Dallas. Engage able to find Gyro in the back. We do have both teams kind of scattered a little bit. Abdon able to take Engage out and in the air. Keck and Oh Boy being able to find some footing as well. Abdon going to say, no, I am on Hog. I am going to push you all back. Dargan able to finish off Blue Jay out of mech, but Abdon able to finish off Keck, who is also out of mech. Right now, Gyaro and Dargan were doing some fantastic Widow duels. The winner of that one is going to be Gyaro this one time, but Fancy Raptor is going to get the res off on Dargan. Both Widows back up. Adbon does take out San, who is the off healer for the attacking Dallas. And Dallas is going to have to back up and regroup. We do have San who's going to have Trans to help push through. Espeon does have a defensive Valk. Bongo should be up for New York on this next fight as well. McCree, happy Sunday. How you doing, sir? Walls are going to be up for New York if need be. Yasha's going to have that defensive Dragon Strike. Oh Boy goes down to Yasha. That is going to be a defensive Dragon Strike to kind of zone everyone out. Rockhopper does finish off Fancy Raptor. And right now, Blue Jay is trying to take out Engage, who is flanked in the far side. He does get away. Yasha taking out Dargan as he tries to run away, and San as he tries to run away. There's some great stagger. Diva trying to push Engage back even further. Engage does have Valk. We have San on the attacking Dallas team. We do have 3 ults, soon to be 4. We have Transcendence, we have Minefield, and we have Pharah's ult as the Rocket Barrage. You will see Diva Bomb possibly this next fight as well. Right now, Dallas seems very, very spread out, trying to do the far, far flanks, because Pharah is way back. Hopefully trying to get Gyaro from noticing. Gyaro in good positioning. 2 shots from Pharah. Gyaro does drop down immediately. Oh Boy does come forward and do the Mine ult. Diva Bomb sent up maybe a little too high by Blue Jay. Not able to find purchase, but Oh Boy able to finish off Shiny and Yasha. Keck finding Rockhopper. That is going to be a defensive ult from New York. Minefield finding Diva in the backways, and Engage able to finish off Gyaro. Dallas is going to get this first point and get some well-needed time as they were under a minute. Getting 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And a point. On the New York side, we do have Bongos and Dragon Strike again, and the whole hog. Gyaro finishes off Dargan. Justice from Engage finds Gyaro and Shiny. Yasha finishing him off as he stands still, but that is still your main healer down. And Shiny, again, still being your only healer on New York. Oh Boy goes down. They are doing a lot of defense. Abdon trying to finish off Fancy Raptor with his ult. Here comes a defensive ult from New York. Dragon Strike finding Fancy in the back. Blue Jay getting the enemy Diva out of mech. Engage finding both Blue Jay's mech and the Bongo. It went from a Widow duel on both sides instead to a Soldier duel. Both Widows switching to Soldiers respectively. Gyaro switching to that from New York, especially trying to deal with not only the other Soldier, but of course Engage in the air, who is doing a fantastic job of getting flanked until he gets hooked out of the air. Fancy gets San back up. Yasha keeping that high ground. Gyaro finishing that. Both DPS making sure to have that high ground. That is San's using Transcendence just to stay alive from Dallas. Not really pushing with it at all. Dargan and Oh Boy, maybe they a little late to the party. They had tried to flank, maybe as a team. However, their main force up front was pushed back first, so they weren't able to maybe capitalize on that pincer attack. Oh Boy, really up high in the air. I like that. But good defensive positioning here on the defensive New York.
I've got you in my sights.
Jargon trying to be a little brave. Blue Jay, great response time, keeping that defense matrix up. Enough time for Yasha to finish off the Soldier ult. I would have liked to see maybe the main force from Dallas push up first before Dargan did that, because New York was able to just turn around and deal with it quickly. Oh Boy does get off Yasha. Oh Boy in the middle. Does a minefield in behind all the shields. Blue Jay's going to be caught out of position. Does go down. Engage does do it down with a blade. Oh boy, finishing off Blue Jay, who is out of mech. Keck finishing out Abdon. That is another push by Dallas. Over, they have nobody on the point right now. Gyro getting some pushing down. Engage, able to finish off Shiny Espeon. We are going to have New York with Visor and Dragon Strike going to be coming up in this next fight. Blue Jay is going to have Diva Ult as well. Attacking ults, we're going to have Diva Bomb as well. We're going to have Transcendence. And Engage is definitely going to have that Dragon Blade. Here comes the New York Diva Bomb, able to find Fancy Raptor goes down. And here comes the Dallas's ult, finding Espeon and Yasha and Diva's mech. Abdon taking down San. That is for great ults by both sides. Keck able to find the bigger end of that deal. Oh boy, flanking around, trying to get Blue Jay on the point by himself. That is a New York ult coming out before he switches onto a Pharah. But Dallas finding a bigger foothold on that push. Both Diva ults finding main healers. However, Dallas's mech bomb was able to find not only the main healer, but as well as the DPS. Abdon finding Engage as he pushes forward just a little bit too much. I've gone to a Pharah Mercy here from New York. And we'll also see a Mercy going to be on the Dallas side, but we're going to have, for damage, you're going to see Engage with his blade. Dargon's trying to flank, ghosting in. Not able to find any purchase with his flank. His ghost is down. He is low. Engage comes out with the Eugene. Ukeo Ken trying to get Gyro. Does not find enough purchase. Gyro puts up his visor. Shoots down Engage before he finds purchase with his blade. Dargon goes down to Abdon. Gyro finding Fancy Raptor after with his nanovisor. Keck's trying to deal with him, but as he's being pocketed by Espeon, so he's not going to go down to a Diva easily. Yasha does find San, and that is going to be a full hold from New York on this last point. They do have 1 minute left if they group together and do a good push, and if they do fall, they might be able to get that second push. But right now, as the time is ticking, this is going to be the last push for Dallas. They might be able to trickle into overtime, but New York does have bongos and a defensive Valk. On attack, we have Keck with the Diva Bomb. Hopefully, we find another big Diva Bomb. San does have Trans as well to push forward. Looks like they're all coming to the high ground. Keck's going to come push the payload. Dargon's already used Ghost. Fancy Raptor goes down to Abdon's hook. A ult comes out from Diva. Shielded by a Rockhopper. Well done. Well shielded by the Orisa from New York. There goes out Bongos. Fantastic damage coming out. Oh boy, coming in for the shot. Dargon finds no one, but oh boy's hamster dive able to get Yasha and Blue Jay and the Bongos. Espeon able to get Yasha back up for New York. Rockhopper falls to Keck. I like how they went to high ground. Abdon able to hog back Oh boy. It is going to go into overtime. Fancy Raptor getting hit in the air. There goes Sans with the ult. Not able to save Keck, who was on the other side of that wall. So Yasha was able to finish off with Pharah's ult. Abdon taking down Fancy Raptor. San and Engage up here along with Dargon. Dargon able to get Yasha out of the air. Right now it is Reaper and Zenyatta on the point. There comes out a Sights from Gyro. Abdon does finish off Dargon, and the Sights find Sans in their middle of their sights. Oh boy, coming out with an ult, gets Blue Jay. There are Dallas bombs all around the point. Oh boy does go down by Abdon. It is just Keck stalling here. Fancy Raptor gets in there, just starts healing Mini Diva as Diva is hit out of mech. Fancy Raptor goes down to Rockhopper, and it is just Keck who is on the point. That is going to be a New York hold. Great Diva ults on both sides. Flanking, good job by flanking on both sides. Pharah doing very far flanks on both. Dallas had a lot of ideas of wanting to just be all the way around the side. Maybe not coordinating the flank with the main force push, which I would have liked to see more often, but they were able to push very far. New York just having that defense that was very well. Oh boy, showing the fun of Hamster with a fantastic placement of ult and swing around the Rosie. That's going to put New York on the winner for this one. Again, but these are scrims, and both teams are playing exceptionally well.